Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is May the 3rd, 2021, and we got you. Today, we're going to look at this article right here. You guys can read the title. There's three cybersecurity stocks that are poised to lock in gains. We're going to look at these three stocks that these particular analysts are talking about. This is from TipRanks, and it is a paid subscription, but for the most part, from our perspective, many of these analysts already get paid to do the research for us. So what we'll do here on this particular channel every once in a while is to come in and see what their ratings are, what are their recommendations, and then we'll look on the price chart to see if that's actually the case, because the price chart is the bellwether. It is the truth. Nothing else matters. If you look at the price chart and it looks totally different from what these analysts are talking about, then we understand that what they're doing is incorrect. So we're going to follow what the price chart has in play rather than paying attention to what these analysts have in store. Now, let's look at this article real quick. All right. Now, before I do, as always, if you guys want to participate, become part of our community, our team, make sure you follow us, hit that like button, share the video, and also subscribe here to the channel. So now let's talk about this article right here, written by Michael Marcus right here on TipRanks. There's a total of three cybersecurity stocks that are expectedly to go higher in price. You know, that's what these analysts are looking forward to with these three cybersecurity stocks. Now, in the long term, yes, you know, cybersecurity is going to be a mainstay within the industry. It's going to be a major factor with all the IT technology that's going on, including cryptocurrencies. So I don't see any play in regards to these three stocks being irrelevant. You know, I still think that they will have a major purpose in the long term. But we want to see if they are in fact a good opportunity to jump into the market right now, or are we going to expect these stocks to continue to go low in price? Okay, so let's see right here. Okay, now he wrote in this article, they looked up three cybersecurity stocks that have attracted recent notice, right? You guys can see recent notice from Wall Street analyst corporations. They are buy rated names for which these analysts project at least 30% upside potential in the year ahead. So in 12 months, these analysts are looking for these three stocks to increase 30% from a 12-month basis. Okay, this first one, it's right here, Zscaler. Okay, rather than go in this whole article and read their fundamentals, we don't care about that. We're just going to look at what the analysts have been doing, what have been their recommendations, and you all can tell that this particular stock is getting a lot of traction. There's currently 20 analysts who is tracking this particular stock. 15 of them are looking for this market as a buy. 5 of them are looking for the market as a hold. Okay. Now the overall price target on average is $236.75. Currently, the market is down 3.5%. Last trade price was $180.97. So that's about 30% profitability in the next 12 months that these analysts are looking at. Okay. So you guys can see the highest one is up here around $260 price target in the next 12 months. You guys can see that Zscaler has been trekking higher and higher in price. Hopefully this area that this current dot is at is the support area to where the market can continue to see higher price. All right. So that is Zscaler. Let's look at the chart real quick for Zscaler, and we're going to pay attention to the market. Okay. We look at the trap. We pay attention to what the market has done thus far, and it has been in the tear, right? The market has seen a substantial movement in price in Zscaler. Okay, so I'm going to draw this line right here to track the overall trend in the market in Zscaler. Might be more or less this line right here, more or less along that line. So this is the trend right here into the market in Zscaler. Okay, everything looks good. Nothing dramatic in terms of the market is overly oppressive or overly weak that we would expect the market to go lower in price. So far, these 20 analysts who is covering Zscaler pretty much got everything on point, right? We really need to make the determination though, if right now, would you come in and purchase this particular stock at $180, or would you suspect that we got some weakness to go through? Can we expect the market price in Zscaler to drop in price? Because when I look at this on these longer time frames, the market here is garnering towards some weakness, but it's not overly weak. Okay, so I'm not really too concerned with the overall weakness into the market in Zscaler right now. Now I can see the market trying to do a very quick touch around $171, maybe even $160, if the overall stock market gets hit with a lot of weakness. Okay. As we look at this market on the 2-month time frame, you guys can see that this current 2-month price bar is giving us a probable precursors of strength. So we definitely need to see this current 2-month price bar, when I'm circling right there, my cursor. It has to close above the last completed 2-month price bar, because if it doesn't, then the market is still weak. Okay. So now we got 12 months to allow this market to act right in order for us to continue to see this particular stock go higher in price. Okay. So this particular stock for us is still weak, but it's not oppressively weak. It's not to the point to where we're expecting the market to crash or collapse in price. But if we were to come into the market right now, we wouldn't. Okay, we would expect the market in Zscaler to give us a little bit of weakness to play with. Okay, which is not that far. Okay, right here around $175.81, all the way back down to around 170. That would be the area that we will look to see the market come in and hold support, because if we don't, then the market is going to come all the way back down to around $152. Okay, so I'm just going to hug it though around 160 for the moment. We're going to look for the market to come to 170 first. Ultimately 160 is the next area. Okay, so we wouldn't touch this stock right now, even though all of these analysts are claiming that this particular stock is a buy. It may be in the next 12 months, but right now there is not the opportunity from our standpoint to come in and purchase this stock. Now, the next one, let's look at this next one real quick. The next one is Crowdstrike Holdings. Okay, so now we're going to look at Crowdstrike. Let's see what the analysts are talking about right now on Crowdstrike. Overall, pretty much the same thing. We got 18 analysts covering this stock. 15 of them have buy ratings, 3 of them have a hold. The average price target is $251. Right now we're at 205. So we're not even that far away from everyone hitting that average price target in the market in Crowdstrike. The highest price is 280, which is not bad neither. So let's take a look at the chart for this one and see what we have. Let's play this on the weekly time frame. Okay, do that right there. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Crowdstrike, and now you guys can see that Crowdstrike is pretty much doing the same thing as Zscaler. The market is in a uptrend, so let's go ahead and create that trend overall. We're going to follow the trend. We're not going to break or go alongside it. We're going to continually do what it does. And you guys can see currently that Crowdstrike is giving us just some sideways trading, right? So we're not really too concerned with the overall weakness into the market. We do have some areas of support, which I will identify for you, which is right here. This is the first area, which is around $196, $195 in the market for Crowdstrike. Generally, the market here is not that weak. For us to see some strength coming to the market on last month kind of lets us know that this market in Crowdstrike is giving us a little bit more strength than Zscaler. Okay, but we did see some weakness on top of that though. We cannot be oblivious to not think that the market in Zscaler did not, that the market in Crowdstrike did not get any weakness, because we did. But we did end up that last completed 3-week price bar quite well, even here on the 2 weeks time frame. So we're getting some weakness, and we got 4 days, 2 hours left. We really need to pay attention to the market in a Crowdstrike, just like in Zscaler this trading week, because everything's going to be dependent on where the market closed this week for these cybersecurity stocks. Okay, so right now, yes, we are seeing weakness. Okay, but it's not extremely weak. So when I tell you this, I don't want you to think that I'm expecting these cybersecurity stocks to crash. No, but there's weakness. We can't expect the price to decrease. We can definitely do that. So that's what we're going to play with into the market in Crowdstrike and Zscaler. We're going to play the weakness. I'm not overly bearish into the market for none of these cybersecurity stocks, but the market is still giving us weakness though. So let's play that. Okay. So we're not going to play that much weakness even into the market in Crowdstrike. You know, this is not even really worth putting a price prediction. We just simply sit on the sideline and watch the market come down to this $195 area, back down to 190. You know, no lower than that ascending line that we got drawn on our chart. Okay. So yeah, this one looks actually pretty good, better than Zscaler. So now let's go take a look at this last one that this article goes into. So this last one is FEYE. Okay. Ticker symbol is FEYE. FEYE. So let's take a look at this market in FEYE. So now, what have we seen into the market for this particular cybersecurity stock? Nothing much. You guys can tell that ever since 2016, FEYE has just been trading in a very tight range, right? Nothing has been going on in the market with FEYE. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and create the channel, right? We're just going to simply create where the market in FEYE has been and where the analysts are expecting it to go. Okay. So let's do this. This is where the majority of the trading has been over the last 5 years for FEYE. Okay. Recently, we just saw the market break out of that trading channel. Now we're trying to come in and hold that area as support right there around $20. Now let's see what these analysts are talking about for FEYE. So we don't have a lot of coverage here on this particular stock. We only have what, 6 analysts covering this stock. 6, 3 buys, 2 holds, and 1 sell rating, which is kind of commensurate with what we're seeing on the price chart, right? $24.50 is the average price target. We're at $19.97 right now. So, which is about 22% profitability from the trade if you were to get in right now. Okay. So they're looking for the market to come to 24.50. Looking at this on a monthly perspective, can we still see that occur? Because this market here in FEYE has definitely been getting influx with weakness over the last 3-4 months, but we really haven't been reactionary to it. You know, when we see weakness come into the market, we always need to come in and expect that the market is going to really impact it and push that price down a lot lower. That hasn't been the case in FEYE. So obviously this market is not extremely weak, especially when you have 4 consecutive months of weakness and the market has not reacted to it. Okay. You guys can tell that this overall support area is around $18. Okay. Let's take a look at this market on a 3-month time frame. So the last completed 3 months price bar definitely lets us know with the amount of volume that came through and the small spread tell us that there obviously have been buyers here. Like the institutions came in and purchased FEYE right there around that $20 price. Might be a little bit lower than $20, but this is the vicinity to where they're coming into the market in FEYE. Okay, which is not too concerning. Let's look at this on a 3 weeks time frame. So generally the market here in FEYE is not that weak neither. Okay, I don't see a lot of price action really going on into the market in FEYE, but I will tell you that this particular stock is gaining momentum, or it is showing us a introduction of more strength coming through. Okay, so out of all 3 stocks, if we were to tier them, the first one would be Crowdstrike, second one would be Zscaler, the third one would be FEYE. Those are on the basis of how we're seeing in terms of strength for these 3 stocks. Okay, first one Crowdstrike, second one Zscaler, third one is FEYE. But they all have the propensity to continue to see higher price movement. We don't see an extreme amount of weakness that would really impact the price of these 3 stocks in the next 12 months. Okay, so to look at this on a 12-month perspective or viewpoint, yes, these particular stocks definitely have some juice and momentum to continue to see that higher price, right? So we can actually do this into the market in FEYE, and this is what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to continue to play the strength into the market in this one as well. Okay, and that's going to continue so long as this market holds price above our trend. So now they're looking for the market to come to $24 and what was that, 50 cents? Yep, $24.50. So let's take it there. And you guys will be able to tell that that is precisely where the market came in and hit support all the way back. Let me show it to you right here. This is where that support, I'm sorry, now it's going to act as restriction, but it was acting as support back in 2014. That is why these analysts are looking for the price target of around $24.50, excuse me, because we have prior price action to where the market came and held that area for support. And it actually already did it during the month of December 2020. So for these analysts to come in and reiterate their price targets of $23, $24, $25 4 or 5 days ago lets me know that they're still expecting the strength to continue. It's just that simple. And we're just going to simply follow their lead. So based off that article, based off the analysts, yes, we are going to follow the suit just like them, because the price chart is giving us the same depiction that the market here wants to continue to go higher in price. Now, before I go, let me go ahead and put in a long on this one in Crowdstrike. Okay, we need that market to really come in and hold support around 190, but I'll give it 180 though. Now, what was the price target on that one? Let's see what the analysts are looking at for Crowdstrike in their price target. 236, 251.39. So 251.39. Let's bring it all the way up there to around 251. Okay, so we got that in play. And let's look at this last one, which is Zscaler. So now you guys can see we're playing a weakness in Zscaler because we're expecting the market initially to give us some weakness from the outset. Okay, 236 is their price target. We're at 180 right now. So I really want to come in and test this one until we see this market come in and find support around 170 to 160. If we cannot hold any of those price levels, Zscaler will continue to drop in price. So we're not going to change this one. We're going to play it on the monthly time frame. If we do catch that strength right here on that ascending line, yes, the market in Zscaler will go higher in price. So we need to be on the lookout right now in the market in Zscaler from that perspective, and that's it. So let me go back and reiterate what I talked about. We're looking for FEYE to go higher. We're looking for Crowdstrike to go higher. Zscaler, not yet. Okay, look at the price chart that we've garnered to get the idea of what we're expecting. And then I want you all to drop the comment in the comment section and tell me what you all think about these three cybersecurity stocks. Would you expect them to be higher in the next 12 months? Would you expect them to hit the price targets from these analysts who are covering these stocks? Let us know. You know, make sure that you maintain that profitability and don't try to place too much strain on yourself. Many of these analysts have already done the work for us. Once we get that, our ability to get the advantage is on the price chart, plain and simple. Like when these analysts do their research and they actually place the money on in the market, it is already here. And you can tell that by the price bars and the price action that these stocks are showing. So why are you going to go through the hassle and the strain of trying to do all this research when they have already done it for us? All we need to do is come in and look at the chart, and the rest is taken care of. So now let me know. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.